1,000 battles all at the same time. So my heart just went out to him. And then I noticed those lips. Mm, them soup coolers, that would just, oh, okay, let me try something else. Let me try something else. It might help, Tosh, if you turned it on. There, how's that? Okay, now we're good to go. No? Yes, we are. Come on. So after that, it was on. Yeah. Took him home, never never let him go for another year. I finally, let him up for air or whatever. So whatever, let's go. No, I still have no sound. Okay. Well, if I can't fix the sound, then this is all for naught. I don't know. What about that? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I think some of you may have been watching my videos for the past couple of months, and it's a big goal to me to leave here with great peace. I am friends with all my exes. I want to be friends with all my exes. I want to be friends with every goddamn body I can be friends with. Okay? So, having said that, and knowing that I have, what are you, honey? What? What are you doing? Huh? What? Okay, spirits, what's the problem? And I'm not blaming anything on retrograde because I knew it was coming a year ago. So it's not that. Oh, how about that? Is that going to work? Let's see. That's still not working. Well, you know what? Let's turn that off. Okay, are we happy now? We're still not happy now. Okay, well, whatever. I can't keep fooling with that thing. Um, it's really, really, really important to me to be, happy. And okay, because I'm telling you right now, I am just feeling so fucking 7-year old. I really am, because I got to tell you. Okay, I'll get to the meat and potatoes, honey. I don't know. You know what? Okay, let me just shut that down. Was coming. Something was about to happen because I kept seeing these spiders. Okay, so I'm bracing myself, and everybody's retrograde, retrograde. Y'all, give up the retrograde bullshit. If you can't take responsibility for yourself and just be patient and wait shit out, then why are you saying what you are and you aren't? You can't be blaming your shit on something else outside of yourself. It's your own fault. The computer could lag or be slow or blah, 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 whatever. It could do all those things. What are you blaming retrograde for? Anyway, I digress. So let me see. Watch in a different page. Okay. So I knew something was coming, and this person would leave little comments, and I'm like, well, I'm a girl, but I'm not gonna be sitting here getting my hopes up for nothing. That just ain't never gonna happen, boo boo. So okay, so Keith, I'm on. Oh, you can't hear me. I'll put it over there on Facebook. Hang on. Come on over to YouTube, y'all. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel anyway, so you get these notices. Who was that? Commented on your video. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I already made a video. Anyway, so this person kept commenting and how I'm loving that shit. Please, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not lying ever about nothing ever. uh, so He kept leaving comments, and then I'm not. Even if I think you might kind of sort of maybe have somebody around you, I'm still not going to be leaving stuff on your wall outside of being professional, because I'm not out to disrespect anybody's anything ever. You know. So finally, it happened, and I got the call about an hour and a half ago. The reason for this video is this: when you okay, no, I won't even say that. I had, like I was saying, I had hoped to still be very good friends with everyone all of my life, because that's, part of my purpose for being: peace, love yourself, love everybody, love your mate, remember why you got together, yada, 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 you know. So when he called, yeah, you see that? You see, I'm probably fucking glowing just saying that. So I was kind of, I don't want to, I ain't gonna start nothing. Okay. And I'm not one that gets your hopes up and then this doesn't happen and this happens and and on and on. No, that's that. So it got to the part where after we get all the hi, how are yous? What are you doing? What have you been doing for the past, 9 months or whatever? And he says, I really have to tell you something. No, he said, can I be truthful with you? I said, I would hope that you would always want to be truthful with me. So he was silent for 45 seconds. And he finally said, I am so thankful to you. And you get that little girl feeling like, wow, he heard me. Because all my life I told myself, being the baby of 9, I have 4 sisters and 4 brothers. I always told myself, since I never felt heard, I said, when I grow up, somebody's going to hear me and I'm going to become famous. I have said that to myself all my life. So now I felt famous because he heard me. He understood the things that I did or didn't do, a lot of sex, was because I just knew he was exhausted all the time. I mean, it ain't easy being a man, going to work, going to school, become a producer, director, person, and raise your children with yourself. Hi, sister. You're so cute. um, it just isn't easy. So I'm sure when you go over to your lover's home, you kind of sort of expect to get laid, and he didn't get laid very often. Because I knew you needed to rest. You needed sleep. You needed no talking, no bullshit, no, not, just, something to eat and just be silent. Just be silent. So I fed him what I felt he needed at the time. And he just said, yeah, I appreciate you for that. Okay, he might not have said that part, but I think so. And it was really nice just talking about the things that I thought then and getting it out, and he got his out and remembering all those good times. Because I don't know if you guys have ever, you probably have, I hope you have, had that experience where you were with someone and you just loved every single thing about them. I'm talking spiritually, physically, eyes, lips, nose, hair, everything. Oops. They, funky breath, everything, you know. Yet, the most important thing that I could say about this person to me is that happened right before I started having those dreams that I told you about with the beads and the three sisters and the pennies and the honey and the things, in numbers of 9 or numbers of 5. And then that's truly when, I started really learning about Orisha and ATR and, initiation and things like that. So not only not only did I love him because he could hold a deep, meaningful conversation, but he was teaching me things that I desperately needed to know, to use as another spiritual tool, and then, but to get a call from somebody that you're sitting, on the toilet one day thinking about and wondering, did he understand? Did he appreciate that? Oh, I got my cell phone case. Yay. And to know and to hear from a person's mouth, yeah, I knew what you were doing. And, I appreciate that. I appreciated the good sex too. Honey, if you think that was good, you just wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Uh, because that was when I was living in the, oh, how cute is that? The studio, my cute new little cell phone case I just got in the mail. $2.99, Amazon. But I'm telling you all this and I'm venting, my life with you because spirits told me to share more. Oh, gotta scratch my back. And I want all of you, no matter who you are, to have an appreciation title, a happy, wonderful, good, full life, even if it's not the one. I knew he was one, but I don't think at that time he could digest all of me. And what I mean about that is he knew I'm gonna walk my talk. He knew I had this everyone, including myself. One of the things he brought up, he got it. I'm not some bougie black chick just talking out the side of my neck. And that was, I mean, that was like orgasmic to me. That was so orgasmic just to hear a man tell you, I loved all of you, especially your spirit side of you. Mm. I wish I wish I could bottle that feeling and give it to each and every one of you whenever you feel, jealous or sad or mad or, thinking, oh, well, he's stepping out on me or she's stepping out on me. Even though, I'm an Aries baby, I could make it up in my own head very easily and not give two thoughts about it. He's gonna tell you that he appreciates you, that he saw and sees the good that you're doing spiritually, physically, mentally, all that other good stuff, and still know that Well, now this is me speaking for him. I don't think he'd mind. In some life, we were, a king and queen, as it were. And for those of you who don't get that, you might see it a lot in your feed, my feed, anybody else's feed. To me, I don't look at it as an authority thing. It can be so close to you that your spirit is really one. And I don't mean to say that, the average marriage isn't like that, but we know a lot of times it's not. you know, it's just not. So being, the man that I felt had all of those qualities, handsome, not shy, the life of the party type guy. That's how I thought we were really going to be. Seriously. I thought now back then, 2011. Yeah. I thought we were going to be that, stereotypical couple that, oh, we got to invite them over. So, everybody would come to our parties because they're here. Because let's face it, I'm the life of the party wherever I go. So, and it would be no less with him. So, having that feeling of totally blissfully enjoying all of him that it would be like this. This is the scenario that I tell uh, men that I want to stick around in my life for eons. I want to make you feel so good all the time. Our energy has to be and stay so high all the time that your friends meet you for a party or whatever, you're going to get this mind, and your friend's going to say, are you okay? What's wrong? And you're just going to say two words, she's here. And he's going to get that, expression on his face. Because, a lot of people have that, but they don't keep that. And I know beyond a shadow, I will, I can, in my past relationships, I have, not to blame others. I have to take responsibility for my own purpose for leaving. Yeah, it's just so ooey gooey, dreamy, because I know that was real. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no better feeling, probably the birth of your child, than having a man call you years later and say, I really like you. I love you, but I really like you, and I see that you are the person. You're going to have it. Trust me. That I want and needed in, you know, now whether that now or not, I don't know. And that's okay. I don't have to know this feeling that I wanted to come immediately and share with you. So I'll have this video to remind me in case I should ever forget. Yeah, right. Not going to happen. Now, and I say it that way because there's a difference between being all girly, ooey gooey, and a new guy in love with whoever he's in love with at the first 9 months of a relationship. And then this is knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're both on the same page spiritually. See, that's been my learning lesson this lifetime. I just want to tell people, why don't you profess to be a thing and then everything unlike it shows up and you fall apart? That's crazy. That means you're not walking your talk. and you get put on the back burner, boo boo. Yeah. And and then a lot of people will say, "Oh, that's because you're bougie and you're this, you're that." Well, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, boo boo. I do not, because whatever I'm doing is working, huh? Do you ever see me, putting sad shit here or there? No, I go, I talk to my sister Lee over there. Hi, Lee. And I talk to my brother Christopher, or I talk to some, and you squash that shit. Now I have bigger stuff to do besides sitting around crying because I don't have that Countach Lamborghini, or I don't have that Ford F-150 extended cab. I don't have a, oh, poor me. Nah, bullshit. I got too many other things to be doing besides sitting here bored and desperate. Mm-mm. That ain't gonna happen. So moments like this, first of all, they make me write. So I'm coming out with a new anthology, right? Oh, you didn't know that I wrote 3 books already? Yes, I've written 3 books already. They're not bestsellers, but they are to me. New York would probably say that they aren't, but they are to me. So, oh, only my opinion matters. Okay. So, I really, 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 really want to emphasize to you all, and that's why I'm forever, ever, ever, ever going to. Okay, this is the fiesta resistance. You are the same as you have always been, yourself. Yep, I'm crazy. I'm chatty as hell. you know. Amen, brother. Amen. And this is Tosh. And that's why a lot of people are. Well, you have to care about what others think. No, I don't. The only opinion that mattered to me was my mama. And she knows exactly how I am. Freak, not freak, non political, naive about things. That's a topic for another day. Um, However, but this is it. And, those of you who don't like it can just keep scrolling. You know, it is just so nice to get that out and regurgitate that. Okay, so on this day we did this on the bridge, and you got that. Okay, good. Because I've always wondered, and then over here you said da da da. Do you remember that? You don't remember that? Okay, well I'll just squash that, and then over here, and just purge and get it out and be appreciated. Feel the lust, feel the love. Because you guys tend to think that love is this, oh, honey, be with me, be underneath my left tit 24/7. That's not love, boo boo. That is lust, okay? Which is good. Let me tell you, are you ready? You got your pencil and paper out, right? You got your pencil and paper out? Love is a deed. I can kick rocks with no socks. High five. Yes, I said love is a deed that turns into an emotion. So all this, oh, you're so pretty, you're so this, and then you get laid and then they leave. He or she, because I know girls do it too. No, love is a deed. I don't feel good. Could you bring me something to eat? I'm on my way. That is love. Hey, Tosh, I know, I don't know you very well, but, I need some gas to get to work. Okay, come on through. You want me to PayPal it to you? Love is a deed. Think about it. Let that marinate. Do, 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 do. My brother was right. He told me that when I was like 13. Love is a deed. And if any man can't, do for you as you feel you should be done to, then you need to leave him. Okay? And it doesn't matter. I love you too, honey. Nice to see you. It doesn't matter what other people think. If he's black, white, Mexican, Indian, Chinese, Japanese. That's right. That's right, Christopher. Let me cook for you, Christopher said. That's right. That's how it could be. And I think that's what a lot of us. Oh, sorry. So my brother was saying, it doesn't matter what or who it is. They have to treat you like you think you need to be treated. And a lot of us forget that after the first month of being in a new relationship, or whatever, because you're just so happy to have somebody, and women are already planning the fucking wedding and the china plates and the dress and the honeymoon and this and that. You don't even know what religious background he is, but you plan a fucking wedding. Wow. If you want to. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that's some crazy ass fucking shit. And why when then we and then to just accept that, I would never teach my son to accept some woman who's already planning the wedding and it's only your first fucking date. No. That no. No, no. So I want you all to value yourself and remember, always remember why you fell in love with that person. Why are they in your life? What are they there to teach them? You know? So now, he and I are on a totally different, but on the same page. So I can continue my learning of things that he's going to be teaching me. Hey, sister, how you doing? Yeah, I'm talking about my friend. And I mean it. And I know you guys, I have what, 5,000-6,000 videos now, and that's the majority of my talks, because that's what my purpose for being is, to remind you to shut the fuck up, sit down, and love yourself, so you can accept love. So I forgot what video I was just watching, and he's like, hold your hand like this. See, nothing could come in. Right? Nothing could come in because your hand is closed, right? So you open your hand, then you get your good, right? So, and we girls get our good, but yet we get overexcited and lose our mind. And we can't lose our mind. So therefore, next time, just let him be. I'm gonna let him be. I'm gonna let him, unless you're having, a huge crisis, like I don't know, somebody went in the hospital or whatever. I don't know. Then we can, try to balance each other out. Because one has to be in control at all times. So when I'm down, he has to be up, and when he's down, I have to be up. So the other can carry both. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of the king and queen things. I knew you would think so. See, that is a wonderful man right there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you didn't know, my friend Ron. And I accept you as you are. Now, the question is, all you broke people out there, and I don't mean monetarily Black people. I mean broke emotionally. We all have to remember, because at that point, May 2nd, 2011, I'm never going to stop. You know that now. It's been over a year. Ain't never going to stop. I just love you like that. You know that. When he was, trying, to work 3 jobs and go to school full time and take a full load of classes. And then you have to evaluate. Do you really want to have sex, or are you going to value the friendship relationship and give him what he needs? Hi, Full Moon Magic. It's nice to see you, honey. And I chose to give him what I felt he needed. And now I see, after today's chat, that he did appreciate that. And it's like, wow, you get me. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. So all these little things add up. But if we just remember to treat the other how we would want them to treat us, what is that? The golden rule or something like that? Life would be cool. But we get comfortable, and say, oh, well, he did this, so he's going to do that again. No. And I got married to have more sex, or I'm in a relationship to have more sex. We all know That's not true. No, not true. No, so and the women, well, we've been together for, see, my sister's been years now. He should know. Why should he know? He ain't got no vagina. How the hell he supposed to know what it feel like to have sex on your period? He don't know. That's why we have to teach each other and stop putting ourselves, well, my last boyfriend did this, so you're going to do it too. Bullshit. No, boo boo. I'm not Sally. I'm not out to do that. However, and you men, when she does something that you don't like the first time, because I hear a lot of men write to me about, why did she do this? I ain't your girl. Ask, when you asked her, what did she say? Oh, okay. You didn't ask her, right? No. Well, there you go. Go ask her. Tasha, could you please stop picking the carrots out of my soup when we go to Pho Num, Vietnamese soup house place thing? No, you got to say it the first time, hurt her feelings, because you men got it a little bit twisted too sometimes. Some of you guys, I won't say all because I don't know all men. When the first time she does something that you don't like, you have to call her to the carpet then, not 5 years later and say, because then she's going to turn around and say, well, you let me do it for 5 years. So what's the problem now? There's another girl, isn't it? You don't like my butt. You don't like my tits. You don't. And then we women roll off of some stupid land. Sorry. But a lot of you women really do, and I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm just claiming to be very different. So, it was so refreshing to hear a man say, hey, Tasha, you remember such and such and such a day, plate and tie? You remember it was raining that day and da 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 da. I appreciate you for, looking out for me. It's nice to see a woman that gets it and then does it and continues to do it. You keep doing you. Soon to be 56 and it ain't gonna change. Amen. Listen to what Ron just said, you guys. Well, thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I appreciate that. Maybe one of these days we'll finish that book, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a good man right there, just so you know. And if you don't know, now you know. So true, my dear. So true. So, Ron, I was just sharing my experience of a past friend. We've always been friends, though. Hi, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever. You know, it's true. It's true. I love you. Don't be turning red and stuff. I will always love you. When you remember, because I got to tell you, I really thank God I have four brothers. They really taught me so much more than my four sisters. Because my three out of four sisters were what I call foo-foo women. They had to have the makeup and the hair and the nails and the fancy clothes and the this and the things. And the only thing I wanted was a man that could write me a nice letter. That's all I want. That's all I wanted. Because in my mind, and I still think that today. And yes, you know who you are. I still have my letters and my poems, and I thank you for them. That's time and energy and love and lust and communication. It's all that. Well, isn't that nice? It is nice to get letters. And I'm not talking about, because I know the average man doesn't like writing long letters. To the average man, a long letter is like 3 sentences. Anyway, and that just really, blew me away. Anyway, I digress. I want you all to value yourself, love yourself, remember your purpose for being. Um, Remember your purpose for being, and remember to just sometimes slow down and shut the fuck up. Because I know we women can talk, and I know a lot of men that don't like that. You know, you come home from work and she's, you know, so I learned that part by looking at my brothers in law and just seeing their face when they walk through the door. And I thought, I'm never going to do that. Okay, I have done it. And in the beginning, it's really challenging because we want to be heard. And it is so joyous. I mean, it's so fucking orgasmic to be with a person that can handle that. And then once you get all the newness knocked out and then it tapers out, and then you remember, oh yeah, okay, he said don't pick all the carrots. Hi honey, how are you? And thank you. It's hot today, no hat today. It remembers, you know? And then a lot of the other junk comes from sidebar here, just so you know where I'm going. Keep up, y'all. I talk fast and jump from subject to subject. I'm sure you'll adjust. We just forget. We're just humans and we forget, you know? Just because, you know, Keith raped me don't mean that Boo Boo Kitty's gonna rape me. So why would I treat them like that? Like I would have once treated him. You know? I can't do that. I can't hate. I can't not want a new experience. I can't not want to. Oh, let me use Ron for example. I cannot want to ever stop writing him ooey gooey mushy love notes. That is so. That's it's never going to happen. No matter the experience, it's never going to happen. If he liked it and he didn't like it, I'm still going to want to write Ron tons and tons of ooey gooey mushy love notes. Always, forever. I always have. I always will. If they don't like it, they can throw them away. Because, sorry, I probably that would be very challenging to adjust to. Though I had to learn to adjust because one guy actually told me once, "Could you not write so much?" And I'm okay. What's my limit? 5 lines. Okay. So I'm a typical girl. I wrote 20 emails of 5 lines. I made my apologies. So yeah, you know, 2 emails a day, 5 lines. Okay. You know, and we have to compromise. And men, even if it's so anybody that is telling her out of honesty, not hurt, and living a lie for years. You know, so I knew after that first initial, what was it, probably 3 months, and I'm taking the carrots out of his soup. Or no, I took the carrots out of my soup and put it in his because he likes vegetables more than I do, or at least cooked carrots. Could you not do that? And I'm like, why didn't you tell me before? See? And then that makes you totally rethink everything. Everything. You know? So stay if you start truthful, you're gonna be truthful and end truthful and be friends. Oh wow. See, I told you I love a man that writes. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. You guys need to go over to Facebook and see these things too. Wait, let me read this first, and then I'm going to try to scroll up and not hopefully mess up anything. You got to be you, though we understand and hear you, but most people must understand, both men and ladies naturally tune out constant normal sound year after year. It's not ignoring, it's nature's turn to forgive. That's some powerful shit right there, right? See, like now I'm gonna screenshot that and then paste it in his folder. You know? So we all could just learn to adjust whatever we think our version of love is, because it's not for that other person. It's just not. Okay, Lee, hang on a second. Thank you, Facebook, for being so wonderful. Okay, Zuckerberg, have one of your engineers figure out all these little bugs and stuff. Dang it. Come on. See, now I don't want to act how I want it to act. So I'm just going to let it be. And I will just share this. Oops, I should have, okay, whatever. Hi, Gloria. Hi, James. How are you guys? Okay, Lee. Okay, so I added the, hang on a second. Okay, it's opting not to work, so I'm just gonna let it be. Okay, so Lee is over on YouTube, and come on, oops, this thing just doesn't want to pay. See, but I'm not gonna blame anything or anybody. I'm just gonna go get the link again. I didn't forget about you, Lee. Oops. Okay, everything is acting up to date. Oh, they okay. So I put the link on the wall, y'all, because praise God, the YouTube is acting right. So I was pasting you the link so you know. Okay, so now I've said my piece, and you all see how absolutely glowing I am. And now you know why. So, all of you that aren't in Lady Lust Writer private group, you might want to after. Oh, yeah, in about an hour, I'm going to be writing a lot more. And uh, no, Keith, I don't see your comments. Where are they? On Facebook or YouTube? I don't. Lee was the last one to write a comment on YouTube. Well, no, Lee, I was saying that now. Oh, shoot. Am I still live? Hello. I'm still live and I have sound and they're on YouTube. Okay. So, no, YouTube is usually always cool, Lee. Lately, Facebook has been going down every other minute, but that's okay because I'll still talk anyway. So, Lee has a something to say. She said, "Can you talk about people who come into your life to love, but they don't stay?" Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I marinating. I'm trying to think of what my granny would say. And she would say that stereotypical line, a season, a reason, a time. Because let's let's use Ron, since I know, we cool like that, okay? I know, I know, and I knew on his very first comment a year and a half ago. And it's so funny. I can still see that post in my head, Ron. It was about when you touch boobs that makes you 70% more calm or something. And I was telling him he could borrow mine anytime. It's the, and we've been friends ever since, you know? So I know beyond a shadow of doubt, he's always going to be my friend, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And if you don't believe in lifetimes, that's okay. I do, and it's only my video. I feel that you or him or her or anybody, anybody really is here to teach me I needed to, you know. And I really thank God that I have beautiful people in my life, like Ron, that just put up with my childish behaviors and, you know, just love me right through it. So maybe it's not meant for me and Boo Boo Kitty to get married and live happily ever after. Maybe it was only meant that I can love him, whoever he is, temporarily so that I can learn about Orisha or being Catholic or. See? So that's why I choose just to look forward to the next lesson. You know what I mean? So even though me and this other person that I was the purpose of this video, you know, had a beautiful, nice, ooey gooey chat, jump off, I appreciate him for the things he taught me about Tasha. That's it. That's part of the reason, excuse me, why I don't get why girls do all that, you know, planning the wedding thing and da, 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 da. You know, you're putting the cart in front of check the. Let me give you. I have had. I think you're going to really relate to this. Okay, so lovers, husbands, whatever, sisters. There was somebody in my past that expressed to me that I thought you were going to be my friend like forever and ever, Tosh. What happened? You just dropped me like a hot potato. Because that's how I was accustomed to being treated. You know, and even though that happened, you know, years ago, I still felt a little, I can't believe I did that. And I learned not to do that anymore. But because I was used to people walking out of my life after they got, you know, money or jewelry or free reading or, you know, free, you know, whatever oracle advice, you know, whatever title you want to put on it. And that was just so, that was growing up, that was just such a painful thing for me, knowing I'm never going to have any real friends. They're always just going to want what they want and then leave. You know, and I can't even relate sex to that yet because I didn't have sex till I was 23. But even after 23, that didn't matter because boys have always liked, you know, accidentally rubbing on my boobs. And I knew that they weren't sticking around to be my friend. So that's apparently all they wanted. So in all cases of ships, relationship, friendship, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, king, queen, whatever title, I'm here to teach you a teeny bit about yourself that only I could teach you. I went through just like us all, you know, I went through my lessons just like you went through yours, and everybody goes through theirs. You know, wow. They really just don't get me. You know, I didn't mean to fly off the handle, but I was upset and I thought you could handle it. And they couldn't handle it and stopped writing you. And that's okay. because then I still have to put myself in that other person's position and say, okay, Tasha, maybe you could have, did this or that. Anyway, Lee, I feel they are there to teach you something. And when that lesson is done, let it go. So many of us, oh no, no, I want to be with him so bad. I have to keep him. Tasha, make a spell so he'll stay. And I'm like, no, I don't do hexes and curses and spells and make him stay and do this to that food, their food, and do that to their food. That's crazy. When it's time to move on, it's time to move on. And I usually tell women in those cases, and men, why would you choose to hang on to something that no longer serves you? Think about that. And then for the women, I say, what would you tell your daughter to do? Would you tell your daughter to hang on to that man even though he doesn't want her? He wants Betty Boop and she's Hello Kitty. So, no, I'm not going to put some magic on you, whatever, so they could stay, so you could feel comfortable in your own damn skin. You should feel comfortable in your skin no matter, yeah, I should it on y'all. No matter who or what the situation is, brings, does, feels. Because if you're not comfortable with your own lumps and bumps and creaks and crevices, and I noticed in that last photo shoot, I have a few. Just saying. But I still have to love all of Tasha. All the lumps and bumps and lines for him to write poetry in. Stretch marks. Yeah. That word submission. So Ron said in her wisdom, nature in her wisdom has given both sexes the salty, can I just do this? No, I can't do that. Okay. The safety net, and nor it's in hearing we adapt, in any sound, a voice we learn over time to almost ignore someone, but it's nature, not the man or the lady ignoring. We all must learn to forgive. Give of yourself, and the right one will give back 110%. It's nature's way. Didn't I tell y'all he was beautiful? I told you. I told you. Thank you. Yeah, can you see it's hard to keep some thoughts to myself? So I hope that answers your question on that. I'm learning more about who you are through all ships, as I you, sister. I always call her my beautiful model sister because she just looks like one of those glowing models, but she doesn't have on the cakes, makeup and stuff. She's just all natural. Flawless. That's what your new name's going to be, Flawless. And I love you and thank you and appreciate you, as well as the other person, lady, for teaching me to pay more attention to those who sincerely love me and aren't just out for whatever they're out for. That was almost a more challenging lesson than having experienced whatever type of abuse I have in life, But I had to step up to the plate and say, hey, remember you told me this, 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 and this, and I'm sorry, I just didn't know how to act, because I need to learn to differentiate better who is and who isn't a real friend. Got feelings. I wasn't trying to just push you to the side, or I would just know if you were coming, from the left side, the right side, or what side. So, I apologize for not being what you thought I should be. And I'm here now. So let's keep it pushing, boo-boo. you know. So I'm going to get off of here. I really just want you guys to remember love, even if it's not how you think it should look, you know. Because let's face it, maybe your ex had an affair on you. That doesn't mean I'm going to have an affair. And I never have, and I never will, you know. That's probably one of the most hurtful things next to lying to somebody, you know. Anyway, I'm always going to say it forever. Once you love yourself, then you can accept and be loved, because let's face it, you only get the level of vibration that you're at, you know. And that should answer, yeah, I'm shoulding on you once again. Oh, that's twice in one video. You know, for those of you say, oh, well, how come, you know, Tasha, how come I ain't got no man? I'm looking for a man. Are you where you want to be? Are you where you want him to be? You must not, or else he would be there, you know? And then, of course, there's people like me. I I want the whole, you know, the whole voodoo priest and okay, well, I'm not going to say that. The shaman like person, spiritual person, helper, helpful, help your neighbor person that likes me just as I am, a big old huge kid. And I'm going to die this way. So if you can't handle jokes and stuff and being publicly humiliated like Ron, I know that was so hard. Hi, Annie, how are you? It's nice to see you. Then I don't know what to tell you. This is it. And nothing's going to be changing in the next 70 years, because I plan to live a long time giving all you guys hell. Did you love yourself today? So that the other person can see and love you right back. You know, makeup, no makeup, wig, no wig, don't matter. Yeah, just chapsticks matters though, because you know we have no oil glands and our lips are under our eyes. Yeah. Okie dokie. Anybody else? Don't forget, Fridays are one free question. Excuse me, one free specific question. And something else is coming up, but I'm going to do a blog about that. So you need to subscribe to tashastouch.com or theangels.us so you can find out about that, because subscribers get all the info first. Lee, you were just so... I so love you for deciding to be in my life this time around. And for those of you who don't know, Lee is a beautiful artist. Yes, she is. Not only is she a flawless, gorgeous model, she draws, she paints, she does stuff. And this year she has really spread her wings to do a lot of things. I have noticed. I'm willing to be wrong, but I have noticed you're doing a lot of stuff. Off and you are busting out. You have blossomed into you have gone from a moth to a butterfly. Anyway, I love you guys, and wow, life is so good. And I'm sorry, but others' words do not fit my tongue. Thank you, honey. Others' words, I'm Tosh. I'm not going to be like any other black woman. For that too, still. Yeah, I will. I will. I will. I have to. I'm a big old Aries baby. And everything is beautiful and shiny and new and gorgeous. And I just want to reach out and hug and kiss you all. I know some of you aren't touchy-feely people, but thank God he is. Oh. You know, it's a trip. I gotta, and I'm happy I do my own videos talking to myself. You guys just happen to be ear hustling. Eavesdropping, for those of you who don't know what that means. I'm gonna put this in my next book. He's like, chicken and dumplings on a cold winter night with lots of spice, big, huge, fat pieces of chicken with the dough dumplings, not the noodle dumplings, the dough dumplings. Then goes down. We have wine. And I'm like, what is that? I'm looking at I switched from looking at my back in the mirror to my front in the mirror, and I'm like, I have lamb chops on my hams. My niece, she had to be there. The point is, I love all of me. I simply love all of me, and I want you to love all of you so that your divinely right one can come to you faster. And in Facebook, I forgot what else you wanted me to talk about. So I'll go through the comments and I'll write it down and make a video about that too. As you see how easy it is for me to just make videos, right? Yeah, it's Lehman. Okay, I'm serious. Don't make me put you on Tasha restriction, because I'll stop talking to you. If you're not loving yourself and doing something good for yourself right now, today, honey, I will stop talking to you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Ask some people on my friends list, because if you can't do good for you, what the hell am I doing here for? I'm going to get out of here, go have me some lunch, have a nice chat, and keep it pushing, boo-boo. Let's keep it pushing, okay? Okay. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Now let me figure out how to turn this off. I think I would have learned how to do that faster by now, but it just doesn't always work. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.